So Manessa and I started OBI um, one summer, kind of an epiphany that about how badly the boys just immediately around us. We started counting. There were like 30 of them, and they needed just this intervention, this presence on a regular basis. And he had a really good relationship with Marissa, who's the owner of the Living Well, and that is really all we needed to just kind of get off and running. And so we just put some text messages out to some families we knew, and here we are years later, and it's just got a life of its own now. It's really amazing. The programming comes because there was a lot of times in my life that I witnessed things happening, and I didn't have anybody to kind of help me interpret them. And so I wanted to make sure that that wasn't going to be the case for these boys.
Unfortunately, this animal right here is not going to make it. This animal was attacked by something, or it fell and broke itself. There's a bunch of flies around its backside, which means that he has an open wound, and you can tell that the flies are all on it. And its parent has already seen that it's a problem for that animal and went on ahead and left. Either that or we scared her off. And now what's going to happen is, as he continues to call, the foxes that are around here are going to hear him calling, and they're going to come and finish the job. And as you can see, he's breathing very heavy. He's very desperate because he knows that he's in a bad way.
Sure, plenty of moms have raised successful men. We're not saying anything like that. We're not trying to denigrate anybody's parenting skills. The dad is the one that usually teaches risk, how to manage it, how to look at a situation and know how far can I go in this situation? Where's my strength? Where's my threshold? How to interface with other people, from outside of your comfort zone, effectively, without just automatically deferring to them. Keeping balance between like freedom and self-discipline. Knowing when to joke and when to be real serious and we'll tighten it up. So these are the things that I think that I bring to the table, just as a dad and as a concerned brother in the community.
Everybody can have a little bit. That wasn't juice. It's high fructose corn syrup. I told you.
The camping trip is a lot of fun because it's one of those rare moments where you get to kind of put a challenge in front of them in like a laboratory almost environment, and then just you kind of get to set them up to win. And we don't get too many opportunities to do that in real life because the stakes are always so high, but you're out here in the woods, and if you make a mistake, we teach them accept, correct, move on. And it's a safe environment where you can do that.
So I wonder, is it alive?
Yeah.
You saw it moving?
You can touch it.
Why is it inside the shell protected like that?
Protection. The shell.
So that means it's what? It's afraid. Why is it afraid?
Because we're around it. Because we're bigger than it. And they think we're gonna kill it.
Right. Well, what was your first instinct when you saw it?
I was like, it's hiding. Well, I see the ground that it was over there in the tree.
Well, what was your first instinct when you saw it? You wanted to do what?
Pick it up.
No.
Yes.
I wanted to tell.
If you see a puppy, you're not just gonna look at it. pick it up.
Like every time I see a kid, I pick it up.
But was that the best thing to do here?
No, because it could have been a turtle that fight.
That's right. It could be anything. But most of all, it just wants to have peace just like you want to have peace, okay? All right, so we saw it. Now let's leave it alone. Keep moving.
So one of the big keys is to teach them the respect for things less strong than them or that appear to be smaller than them, because at some point they are definitely smaller than the rest of this world or some other part of this world, and they are vulnerable. If you manage to teach them respect for things, then they can expect respect. You have to help them get balanced, be able to get on the same page with people, whether they know them or not. And we're not always going to be around. Like the tagline says, it's really nobody else's job.